Thank you for joining us again. My name is Salome Mwangi with the Idaho Office for Refugees, the Refugee Speakers Bureau. And today I have the honor of sharing our time here with Dalia. And Dalia has been a speaker with the Speakers Bureau for 3.5 years now.
Yes,
And,
that's right.
and I remember, I'll never forget Dalia, because the first time when we started out at about the same time. And Dalia, you were very, very afraid to stand in front of people and talk. And while the rest of us were afraid, we didn't say that we were. For you, you said that you were, and it showed in your demeanor just how uncomfortable you were. So tell me how it is that you got from there to where you are today, comfortable with talking in front of people.
So back 3 years ago, I was sitting with myself, just seeing myself, like which things I want to change about myself, or things I really bother me. So one of them, I'm not really a social person. I'm really shy. I don't like to talk. I don't like to be around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I need to work on this problem. The first step I took, I decided to take a communication class to help me.
Uh-huh.
So it was really tough for me, especially my English was not really good. I was still new in USA, as I'm still learning English.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I need something to help me to be more social and open. So I took the class. It was a good experience to me. Even I don't need the class as a credit, but it was really good. It helped me a lot to be more confident to talk around people. And second step, I got an email asking me to be a part of speakers of a group from different country.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, it's a good idea to help myself, and also like to be more open and sharing my story, to have the courage to be close to people.
Right. And so you were a student at Boise State University?
Yes.
And what were you studying there?
I was studying social science plus civil engineering.
At the same time?
No, like the first 2 years, I was focusing in social science.
Mm-hmm.
And after I finished, I started taking classes in civil engineering.
Wow, that is quite an amazing step away from social science.
Yeah, and both of them, it's like related to me in different way. Mm-hmm. So I decided to study social science because I have background political science, the degree from back home. Mm-hmm. And when I moved here, I started working as a translator to mental health clinic. Uh-huh. So I was really close to people, and I got really interested to learn more. So I decided to study social science to learn and educate myself. And also, like, in the same time, I was in love with math and physics and chemistry. So I said, I have a dream to be an engineer, and I know it. So I need to go back and see if I can do it or not.
Wow. And now I know that before you came to the US from Iraq, you were also in college was it the University of Baghdad?
Yes, that's right.
And what were you studying there?
I was studying political science, but wasn't my choice.
How did you end up studying political science, and what would you have preferred?
Yeah, like back home, we have a crazy system. So when you finish high school, you apply for the higher education and application, and you have like 100 choices, because the education back home is free, and the government like control the education. So I applied, and I will wait where I will be accepted, which college.
Uh-huh.
So I had a problem because my high school is from Egypt, and in Egypt I have 1 semester in medical school.
Wow.
It's really crazy. So when I went back home, they said, oh, you need to wait 1 year to be accepted in medical school.
Uh-huh.
So I said, I can't wait 1 year without education. I need to be in school. I can't live without school. So that was the only option, political science.
Oh my goodness. From medicine to political science.
Yeah.
And for how long did you study political science?
It's about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you came to the US in the middle of your
Yeah.
university education.
Yes.
What prompted you to move to the US?
The reason?
Hmm.
So the reason it's the safety
Okay.
and also the education. Like
Okay.
was two reasons. I want to have a good, better life, good education, and also be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you moved to the US, who did you move here with?
With my mom and my sister.
Okay. And this is the sister that I met a while ago who is a software engineer.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you do as a civil engineer, because it sounds fascinating.
Yeah, I'm a wa- I'm a solid waste engineer, mostly designing a landfills.
Okay.
And my design is just making sure like the stormwater, wastewater, gases, all this kind of stuff working good.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So you are doing designing landfills,
Yes.
and it's where our trash goes into.
Yes. All type, different type of trash.
So whether it's the garbage that they pick up or the recycle, I don't know where that goes.
Yeah.
Do you also deal with sewage and, well, that is not landfill, but is that?
Yeah, like all like different type of land. Like for example, if we have a project designing a landfill for like medical
Oh,
trash.
okay.
So the first thing we will design the ground. So I will be testing the water inside the ground, making sure how much water will go out, how much water will go in.
Right.
So, and after I make sure like the gases, if it's chemical, how we will control it to make sure it doesn't affect the environment.
Wow. So yours it goes beyond the civil engineering and into the environmental
Yes,
aspect of it.
that's right.
When you were going to school for civil engineering, did you see yourself doing what you're doing today?
No, at all. Like I was imagining myself designing building, highways, road. Like everyone, when we talk about civil engineer, the first thing we imagine like bridges, highway,
Right.
skyscrapers. So when in my senior year, I got a project designing a landfill in Europe. So I was surprised. I never heard about it.
Uh-huh.
Went to Google. I started Googling. So like, oh my God.
That is amazing. So did you get to travel to the country in Europe, or were you just doing the design on paper here in the US?
Yeah, we been in touch in emails to people in Europe to get more information.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And did they eventually build the landfill?
Yes, they took the design.
Amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, you also told me that the reason why you did social science and then did civil engineering is because of an aspect that is close to your heart.
Yes.
What is that?
The social science, because I work in mental health clinic as a translator for 5 years.
Okay.
So during these years, I was really in touch with people,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt how much the mental health important.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the people they're not from here, they don't have the good education about mental health.
Right.
So I was really surprised how much care here we have.
Mm.
So I said, I need to educate myself and learn more. I was really curious more. And how can I help myself even in the people around me? So I said, oh, I need to study. I went to school and I started studying social science. And after I finished my degree, I got a job as a case manager.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked a while as a case manager. And then after I found a job as a civil engineer and I transferred my career.
Wow. So now you went to school part-time and worked part-time as a case manager?
Yes.
How long did it take you to get your civil engineering degree?
It was about 4 years.
Wow. So it's been a labor of love for you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed like the time. Even was tough. It wasn't hard for me. It wasn't easy, sorry, for me,
Right.
because I was working 3 jobs and going to school.
Three
So
jobs.
yeah, 3 jobs.
Wow. So you did the case management.
Yes, and I was translator, and I work as a TA in elementary school and also in Boise State.
Oh my goodness.
So
And
I
you,
was everywhere.
when did you sleep? Because it sounds like you went to work, went to school, did your homework, helped the people in your community who depend on you because of your language skills and also understanding the systems here.
Yeah, I was just going home like when it's night. I remember it's dark, just go and sleep.
Wow. And how does what you did as a case manager compare with what you're doing as a civil engineer?
Like it's different, really different, because as a case manager, I was really close to people,
Mm-hmm.
like one on one mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But as a civil engineer, most the people I work with, they're not in my office. Like we just through Skype and emails. So like not being like seeing the people I working with.
Right.
Yeah. And I miss this part. I really love it, like being close to people and seeing their face, emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, how has it been you transitioning from? I know that you've been working from home during this COVID-19 pandemic. How was the transition for you coming from working in an office and now having to work from home?
It, it's really tough, especially my first 2 weeks was really crazy. This
Mm-hmm.
is the first time in my life after I moved to USA being home for a month almost.
Wow.
So like I try to find a way to to train my mind,
Uh-huh.
and I start comparing the situation like 10 years ago when I was back home.
Uh-huh.
Like I was locked down inside the house, not going everywhere, like anywhere because of the situation.
Because of the insecurity.
Yeah, the security, the lifestyle was not safe. So I was inside the house mostly.
Wow. So you're comparing this lockdown or this stay at home with having to stay at home in Iraq because you couldn't go out because you feared for your life.
Yeah, it's kind of same and different. The difference is like here we know like if we stay in home, it's safe for us.
Right.
But there's still there is a lot of good thing. We have a power, we have a clean water, we have food.
Right.
But and back home is totally different. Even your staying home is not safe. You don't know like anything happen in any time.
Wow.
So it's tough, but I'm trying to compare and like feel to make myself feel good about this situation.
Right. Amazing. And so I'm assuming that you'll soon be now that the governor has opened the state, you'll soon be transitioning back to working in the office. Are you looking forward to that, or are you comfortable now with what
Yeah.
you're doing?
Yes, I can't wait to go back.
Cool. Now I know that last year you went to India for your birthday. You traveled to India for your birthday. Tell me what that was like, coming from a very shy person to traveling out of the country to celebrate your birthday.
Was like a
Uh-huh.
dream come true. Like one of my goals to go to visit India
Uh-huh.
was like a movie. The
Wow.
food, the music, the people, like it was good. I learned a lot going there. Like it was nice.
How long were you gone?
So I spent 5 days in India
Hmm.
and 2 nights in Maldives.
The Maldives Islands, the most, I
Yes.
think they're really, really beautiful.
Yeah. So
Okay.
beautiful.
Wow. That is amazing. Now, I noticed on your Facebook that you have this beautiful dog.
Yeah, it's my baby puppy.
What's your puppy's name?
Her name's Zara.
Zara?
Yes.
And what kind of a dog is she?
She's a Maltese and Poodle.
Amazing. She's extremely beautiful. And you told me that you were not a dog person to begin with. Tell me how you got yourself to being a dog owner.
So living here in Boise, Idaho,
Mhm.
you being around a lot of dogs, if you walk in the streets, if you go for a hike. So I was not feeling good to just go have like a walk or a hike. So I
Right.
was nervous going, like because of there's a lot of dogs around me, and I scared, I can't handle dogs. So I say no. If I wanna live here, I need to be close to dogs
Uh-huh.
to feel like I'm normal person. Because every time when I walk, I start jumping. People look at me. What's wrong? So I say no, no. I need to train myself. So my sister got a puppy almost 5 months ago, 6.
Hmm.
So when I touched the puppy, I felt something different. I felt like I'm in love with the puppy. So I said, "Oh my God, now I feel people why they like dogs here."
And
And
uh,
yeah,
no, you had told me earlier that when you decided that you need to overcome your fear of dogs, some friends would take you and you would close your eyes and describe what
yeah.
it felt like.
So yeah, most of my friends they have dogs, and when they have like a party, they invite me. I used to like say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go." So one day they discover that I'm afraid of dogs.
Hmm.
They'll say, "Oh no, this is not okay, Dalia. We need to help you." So they try like when they have a party, I go as they say, "Oh, take deep breath, close your eyes. Nothing will be happen to you. It's normal." And so I start learning like baby steps, like seeing dogs, being around dogs, like almost a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I feel I'm okay with the small dogs, but still like when the dog size is like big, I still like, have some fears.
Wow. And so you went from being extremely afraid of dogs to training yourself to be comfortable with them to actually owning a dog.
Yes.
Kudos to you for doing that. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I'm not as bad as when I moved here, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, like all my friends back home when they saw my pictures, they say, "Can you turn the dogs like upside down to make sure it's real, it's not a toy?" Because they know like how much I'm scared of dogs.
Wow, that is amazing. Um, Now, I remember there was a time, are you still doing kickboxing
Yes, still from home.
from home? Tell me how you're doing it from home as compared to.
Uh, like before, I used to be doing it as in a class with a lot of people.
Mhm.
So now, like just by myself,
Uh-huh.
it's not really fun, but still, it's good just to get off my energy out, like out. It's
Okay.
really good, like mentally, physically. It's really good.
Wow. And so I can see why you can hardly wait for everything to open up so that you can go back to life and the
Yeah.
things you've done with your life. Now, your sister is a software engineer,
Yes.
and you're telling me that she's used to working from home.
Yeah, she used to it. Her work from home.
So this is no biggie for her.
Yeah. No.
And I'm also thinking maybe your mom is really happy to have you guys at home.
Yeah, she's really happy. Like we are around. It's like 10 years ago when we were back home, we're all together. So
Uh-huh.
now we're spending every day together. After work, I go watch TV with my mom.
Ah,
Yeah, I miss this times, like long time, like we all sitting together, having dinner together.
right. That is awesome. Now, I know that this is also the holy month of Ramadan,
Yeah, that's right.
which is obviously very different from any other Ramadan that's been celebrated.
Yeah, this year is especially because we're like inside the house. When I look to the window, I don't see people outside. So
Hmm.
I'm feeling, oh my God, it's like back home. Especially during this time now, like
Hmm.
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, everyone go home because they want to be ready, get the food ready to eat. So it's good feeling to have it again.
So back in Iraq, you wouldn't have people walking around during the day?
Because people they want to stay home because they're fasting.
Mm.
Like after work's hour, they just go back home to like rest and prepare for the food, the family. So during the time after 3 o'clock, when you walk in the street, you don't find a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah. So this year here, especially like I feel more, there's not a lot of people going like around. It's like Ramadan, it's real Ramadan here.
Nice. So I know that the tradition is that you would invite people to come and break the fast with you when you
Yes.
fast in the evening. What changes have you made to accommodate that? Obviously, since because of social distancing.
Yeah, we're not able to go visit people or we have people coming to us. So we just sharing pictures and videos now.
Ah,
Yeah, like every day, hey guys, this is my food, my iftar, and sharing the picture, what we cook.
ah,
So we like I feel now more we have time to talk to people and sharing more because we are like we don't have a lot of things to do. So I have a lot of time to check on my friends back home, my friends here.
nice. So this stay at home has actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise during this time.
Yes, a lot of.
Nice. Now, do you still have family in Iraq?
Yes, I have my family, my grandmother and my father and uncles, and have my sister also.
Okay. Wow. So your life is still lived, part of it in Iraq. Your heart is still in Iraq, and your heart is also here as well.
Yeah, I have two homes.
That is priceless. It really is.
It is.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you for having me.
You are most welcome, and all the best as you continue cooking and preparing for your. What time do you break the fast? I know it changes every day.
Yeah, it's like 8:44.
8:44.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's we have about a couple of hours before you do that. So you probably need to run into the kitchen and cook and all that.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time and all the best.
Thank you. Have a
You're
good
welcome.
night.
Thanks. You too.